Today video feeling quality because I know this quality be fucking up. Here we go. That shit stop lagging, bitch. Alright, cool. Kizzy gang, stand up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Again. Let me move this motherfucker, cause maybe that's what it is. That motherfucker sitting on the edge of my bed and shit. Alright. Kizzy gang, stand up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gang. Clutch it up a little and ain't talking about Asian. Yeah, I know what we do out there every video. This ain't nothing new. Yeah. Now, today's video, we got Lizzo. Lizzo, you know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't heard a song from Lizzo in so long. That's probably why this thing called The End of Lizzo. Cause like once after she didn't started making them weird ass food creations by putting mustard on motherfucking Oreos and shit. Like, yeah, I just stopped keeping up. Cause like, bro, now you just making these weird food combinations that don't even taste good. Who the freak puts mustard on Oreos? Come on now. But yeah, we finna get into this video though. I need to drink some water because my stomach's starting to bubble up or boil up.
It's been half a year since we last talked about Lizzo. Last time we caught up with the singer, her life, her reputation, and possibly her freedom were all crumbling before her very eyes. Y'all know Lizzo is essentially a walking Dove commercial.
I mean, it's her freedom. Like, what you mean her freedom?
We're all crumbling before her very eyes. Y'all know Lizzo is essentially a walking Dove commercial at this point, all about quote-unquote body positivity.
I realize that my mere existence is a form of activism, especially in the body positive community, and I wear that hat really well. And I'm going to continue to put on and represent and create safe spaces for black, fat women.
But according to the lawsuit filed against her, that
I'm not gonna cap. Like, you should not be happy to be fat. The goal is to get smaller. You was not fat when you was a little kid, so why do you want to be fat when you're older? Like, there's nothing wrong with being fat, but health issues and all of that, like, you have to want to lose weight eventually. Being fat is not a life thing. You cannot always be fat your whole life.
that couldn't be true. Alarming allegations of fat shaming.
And no, I'm not bashing fat people, none of that. I'm just saying, you cannot always want to be fat for the rest of your life, because eventually your age will not last all the way until 100 like you think it is. It's a fact. Name one big person that lived past 100. You can't name them. You can't name them. So the goal is for you to lose weight. Your goal is not to gain more weight.
Shaming, essay, and many other Ellen DeGenerate-esque activities were being levied against the singer by the people she employs. These allegations all stem from a time period when Lizzo was working on a show for Amazon Prime titled Lizzo's Watch Out for the Big Girls.
What's up, y'all? It's Lizzo. I'm looking for dancers to join me on my tour. Girls that look like me don't get representation.
And the subsequent tour she did afterwards.
Oh, now I know, because one of the girls in that group called out Lizzo for body shaming when she built the same way. Like, how you gonna body shame somebody else and you built just like her? Like, you have no room to body shame. If you're gonna body shame somebody, body shame yourself.
With the winners selected from said show. Namely, 3 backup dancers came out to sue Lizzo, her touring company, her entertainment, and a judge on the show named Charlene Quigley. Basically, the allegations are that Lizzo is a power-hungry tyrant of a boss who felt she could treat people around her like dirt underneath her shoe.
When I saw them speak up, I thought that's what strong looks like, and I was really proud of them because I knew how toxic the work culture was on that tour. Firsthand.
They alleged she did things like force them to get nude for photographs. She made the dancers go with her to the red light district in Amsterdam, which is known for having nude performers. Apparently during this show, Lizzo allegedly began inviting her dancers to take turns touching the club's nude performers. Apparently she made them all
See, I ain't know about all of this. This all it is new. Naked male strippers and shit, making them touch them and shit. What? Half of these women got niggas and shit, and you making them touch naked models?
dancers to take turns touching the club's nude performers. Apparently, she made them also catch toys straight out of their vajayjay and even eat bananas that were protruding out of the same area.
The three
What type of kinky shit is you on?
Out of their vajayjay and even apparently she made them all catch toys straight out of their vajayjay and even eat bananas that were protruding out of the same area.
The three women say they were pressured to attend the after-party events Lizzo planned because those who went were widely considered to enjoy greater job security.
Things start kind of getting a little weird. They start pulling out toys. They're
Who's
like
they?
The performers.
Okay.
Then they start taking out bananas, and the girl would like put them, you know, in herself. Lizzo was encouraging people to like, oh, hey, you come do it. Hey, you come do it.
They even allege at one point that she encouraged one of her dancers, who was a known virgin, nude performer's breast.
She started to chant after I had said no multiple times. She was like, Ari, Ari. And then everyone kind of joined in, Ari, Ari. I briefly touched the performer and withdrew my hands, and, you know, everyone kind of burst into laughter because me of all people, they thought it was funny that I was touching this performer.
I just said, I feel unsafe, I feel disrespected, there's a bunch of mistreatment and just unprofessionalism going on. She basically started to ball up her fists and crack her knuckles, and she was like, ooh, you're so effing lucky right now. But she's like inching her way towards me, alluding to, you're so lucky.
Man, Lizzo, you lucky that you got the motherfucking spotlight that you did. You know what I'm saying? Over here treating your team bad as hell. Cause they don't feel like touching naked models and shit. Like, how about you go over there and touch them? You the kinky one.
I'm not going to hit you.
They also claim that during practice, Lizzo was so insane that at one point she made them dance for 12 hours straight, all in an attempt to keep their jobs.
12 hours straight is crazy. What is you? Some type of... I don't even know what to call it. What is the word for it? I don't know. Protagonist, antagonist.
And then one of them even had to soil their own pants out of fear that she would be fired if she asked for a bathroom break.
Was I...
So, she urinated on herself because you wouldn't let them go to the bathroom. Man, I ain't gonna lie, I hope her career go down for her. Cause like, ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Under the impression that if I left the stage, I would be fired? Yes. Did I, unfortunately, go to the bathroom on myself on stage because I was so terrified? Yes. There is, in a court of law, I don't know, I'm not a lawyer, I don't know anything, but I know that if you ask someone to tell the truth, these things will come out of her mouth. If you have to say yes or no to these questions, she has to say yes because they are true. There was multiple witnesses.
She was allegedly known to single out and purposely embarrass dancers, as well as somehow be fat-phobic. Basically, this lawsuit makes it sound as though the dancers were treated like second-class citizens on this tour. Keep in mind, this all being after they signed up, worked extremely hard, and won a competition that was pitched as the dream chance to work directly with someone I'm sure at the time most of them loved and respected.
I look up to her so much, and I just want to follow in her footsteps, and I just want to share that with the Queen Lizzo herself.
Furthermore, based on their experience, she seems to be the exact opposite of the person she portrays publicly. Her political advocacy into serious question. And so you guys are probably wondering at this point, well, Jamari, why do you bring this all up? And it's actually because there has been some movement when it comes to this case, and it looks like we are going to see them actually go to court. So yesterday, Lizzo puts out this message to the world via her Instagram page, where she says, "I'm getting tired of putting up with being dragged by everyone in my life and on the internet. All I want is to make music and make people happy and help the world be a little better than how I found it. But I'm starting to feel like the world doesn't want me in it. I'm constantly up against lies being told about me for clout and views, being the butt of the joke every single time because of how I look. Aw, poor Lizzo playing the victim. My character being picked apart by people who don't know me and are disrespecting my name. I didn't sign up for this shit. I quit," she says. And you know, guys, it's kind of hard for me to take her seriously when first off she was allegedly doing all of these sick things behind the scenes, but also when her Instagram account handle is literally Lizzo be eating. Of course the comments came out to absolutely destroy her. This guy says quitting eating? Ignore all the positive comments. They lying. See you at McDonald's next week. Maybe take a walk. A very long one. And now people are actually speculating that the real reason Lizzo is going to be taking some time away is due to the latest update in her court case, where a judge denied her
Ego, the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power, brings you the Ego Power Plus string trimmer with power. Load technology. Feed the line, push the button, and get back to work. Ego, exclusively at Lowe's, Ace, and Ego authorized dealers.
The judge denied her motion to completely throw this lawsuit out. So the judge on February 2nd denied Lizzo's motion to totally things behind.
I didn't even catch all of this. Hold on. What did I miss?
In the scenes, but also when her Instagram account handle is literally Lizzo be eating. Of course the comments came out to absolutely destroy her. This guy says quitting eating? Ignore all the positive comments. They lying. See you at McDonald's next week. Maybe take a walk. A very long one. And now people are actually
celebrity commented it
week.
Too.
Maybe a very long one. And now
what they say? Hold on. Stay off the boy trouble.
See you at McDonald's next week. Maybe take a walk of one. And now people are actually speculating that the real reason Lizzo is going to be taking some time away is due to the latest update in her court case, where a judge denied her motion to completely throw this lawsuit out. So the judge on February 2nd denied Lizzo to toss out the bombshell harassment lawsuit filed by 3 of her former backup dancers. Now keep in mind, he did actually dismiss certain accusations here, but he is going to be allowing the case as a whole to move forward to trial. Basically, what Lizzo and her team of lawyers were trying to do here was to get this case dismissed under California's anti-SLAPP statute, which to my understanding is when someone goes to the judge and they tell them, hey, this lawsuit levied against me is a bunch of nonsense, but because it is now a legal matter, I do not want to speak out publicly and try to defend myself because I don't want to open myself up to more litigation. Like as you could see here, her lawyers argued that the accusers were using this lawsuit to silence her. But in the end, the judge would rule that that anti-SLAPP statute didn't fit all these different allegations, though he did toss out some claims, like the fat shaming claim, and the idea that people were discriminated against due to their mental health problems. It is dangerous for the court to weigh in, ham-fisted, into constitutionally protected activity. I believe there he's talking about Lizzo's right to free speech. But it is equally dangerous to turn a blind eye to allegations of discrimination or other forms of misconduct merely because they take place in a speech-related environment. So to me, he's saying, yeah, some of that stuff that she said does kind of fall under free speech, or kind of like he said, she said, but some of these other allegations must have a little bit more merit. I mean, peer pressuring someone to eat a banana out of someone's pussy, I mean, that's pretty insane. Now, from Lizzo's camps, they're essentially saying that these are just a bunch of disgruntled employees. They're arguing that Davis, Williams, and Rodriguez, who are the defendants in this case, had an axe to grind against the star because they had been reprimanded over a pattern of gross misconduct and a failure to perform their job up to par. So they're essentially saying, oh, these three girls, they're just being three sore losers because they couldn't make the cut, and in the end they weren't good enough to be part of my dance team. Plaintiffs embarked on a press tour, vilifying defendants.
I'm pretty sure if somebody had to work and dance 12 hours straight without using the bathroom and getting water, or motherfucking touching naked females and shit, pretty sure they wouldn't want to work with you. Nobody would. Who in the fuck makes their dancers dance for 12 hours straight? I bet you ain't even danced 12 hours straight. So how the fuck you gonna make other people dance 12 hours straight? Like,
and pushing their fabric to courts and in the media. That is day. Instead of taking any accountability for their actions, plaintiffs filed this lawsuit against defendants out of spite and in pursuit of media attention, public sympathy, and a quick payday with minimal effort. And apparently the judge even made a motion to dismiss the harassment allegation that came from that nude photo shoot that apparently some of these women did not want to partake in. And he also dismissed this other allegation that Lizzo's camp was intentionally interfering with these dancers getting other jobs. So to me, it seems like the thing they're really going to be looking into here is that night at the red light district, where Lizzo seems to have been a very inappropriate boss with people who are obviously not only her subordinates, but people who she has several different power and influence levels over. So now Lizzo and the captain of this dance team, Charlene, will still have to face these allegations of harassment, as well as accusations of race discrimination. So obviously Lizzo is going to be fighting this thing tooth and nail with her reputation on the line.
I think it's extremely damaging in the court of public opinion because of the image that we've all believed Lizzo to be.
And so we're gonna see how this all plays out, but this is obviously going to change.
Found the word. She's a master manipulator. That's who she is. But like, bro, your shit is coming to an end. Nobody's heard a song from you in over damn near a decade. And motherfucking, you think you about to come out of this court law and make a bop? No. You're not getting over Drake. You're not getting over motherfucking Offset. You're not getting over Cardi B. You're not getting over Lotto. You're not getting over motherfucking... What's the nigga name that just came out? Boss Man D-Lo. You're not getting over that. Like, Get In With Me shit. That shit already probably about to be #1 on billboards and shit. Or #2 or #3. You know how many people remix that motherfucker? You never seen somebody remix a Lizzo song. Cause like, you can't. What is them beats? What is the stuff that you rapping about? Like, Lizzo to me is just a character. Like, character played by somebody. She in a movie by herself. That's what she is. And it's crazy, cause like, bro, you making your dancers do weird shit that they don't want to do, to Make yourself feel pleased. Like, why make them do it if you the one that's feeling that way? So how about you go do it?
Your reputation forever.
Opinion because of the image that we've all believed Lizzo to be.
And so we're gonna see how this all plays out, but this is obviously going to change her reputation forever. And to me, her public image as this like body positive person, I think all that shit at this point is done. But I want to know what you guys think about this situation down below. Also want to thank you guys for watching this video, dropping a like and subscribe.
Let me see if somebody else had a done. Cause if so, we can watch that too. Y'all know we can't watch Jack Doherty. Oh, we gonna get motherfucking. Fuck you. Fuck. I don't give a damn. We gonna talk about this nigga. YouTube like to copyright my shit every time.
You're the fall guy.
I know damn well they ain't got no damn Jake Paul movie. What is this? Hurry up, bitch.
Jack has lost all of his real friends, and everyone that's currently around him just cares about the money, the materialistic things, the cars, and they less about his and how he ends up as a man.
The reason why his friends is gone, cause the nigga is weird, like, bro. You fuck girls straight when they turn 18. You're weird. Motherfucking, you go out in public and try to threaten people, innocent people. Come on, oh, big bad, until somebody pop in with your shit and then you wanna sue the nigga. But really, they can really sue your ass for goddamn coming up to them. And then they can sue that big ass, fat-headed ass security guard that you got that wanna goddamn try to step in everything. Yeah, you run up on me, what? My homeboys will handle your damn security guard and I just handle your ass. Like, nigga. Nigga got this damn big body ass security guard. Nigga built like Shaq and shit. Wanna goddamn slam niggas and shit. And punch niggas in their face. Like, bro, who the fuck do you think you are? Honestly. You was a nobody. I bet if somebody looked you up on social media right now, you wouldn't have not many followers. Your ass would probably have like 10K followers. Just because you hit security.
Crazy thing about all of this is that his whole image, his whole facade is built on a series of lies. The whole castle that he's built is all...
Nigga Jack Doherty came from bottle flipping and flipping markers and shit. And nigga, you was a nobody, and then somehow you decided to team up with OnlyFans when you turned 18. Like, I don't even know why OnlyFans made that dumb decision. Cause now you making all this money and shit, and you buying all this unrealistic shit. Oh, I just bought a car for like 3 mil, this and that. Oh, I just bought a crib for like 10 mil. Your money is going down the drain, folk. Once you go broke, there's no coming back. You gonna be working a regular 9 to 5. Once TikTok get banned and shit, which I don't hope it do, get TikTok gone, so those million followers is gone, that money gone. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why TikTok is getting banned. Cause like, so many niggas wanna be AIs and shit. Like, bro, the niggas that be AIs, bro, they is the reason why why TikTok is getting banned. TikTok see that like, oh, if they could pretend like they could be an AI and make $6,000 in a day just by niggas sending gifts, then this ain't no kids app no more. So niggas, bro, them niggas really gonna ban that shit. All because of this little AI shit. Everybody wanna be a damn AI. What the fuck you wanna be a robot for? Like, oh, thanks for the roses. Thanks for the roses. Ooh, cookies smell nice. I think they might be ready. Ooh, the cookies smell nice. I think they might be ready. Face ass. Like, goddamn. Niggas, bro. That'd be like the third thing that I be seeing on TikTok. I scroll down, just see a nigga. Ooh, hit that like button. Oh, you don't think I have hair? Well, join the live and I'll show you my hair. Like, nigga, y'all is weird. The only person that's not weird is Pinky Doll, because Pinky Doll is the creator of that shit. And motherfucking she been doing that shit. And she know when to snap out of that shit. But like, it was one incident where the Miles Morales dude was getting kicked properly, and then he stayed in character. Like, if you having a real situation, why you just saying take your phone, move down some, and then do the same shit? Like, why you just move down some and then do your shit again? You had to play character. And tomorrow, you're starting to piss me off. Oh, like what? Like, bro, for security tell you to move, bro, you better move, bro. Otherwise, they got the right to tase your ass. Don't let me be secured. If nigga don't want to move, bro, he getting shot with that taser on, bro.
Lies, and it's crazy when one arrow of truth comes in, it can crumble an entire village. Must be stopped.
See what I tell you? Like, he could have smacked the security guard, he could have punched on your shit and left. But look at this bald-headed security guard, looking like the damn butler from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and shit. Like, bro, you have no drip. Sitting there wearing a family pack at the age of like 30 or 40, with glasses on your forehead. Like, who do you think you is? You in the mall. Why are you coming dressed like that? Like somebody's stepdaddy or something.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
And you flipped the go-kart with your girl in there and broke her arm, and then showed the video of it. Like, nigga, bro, I'm surprised she ain't smacked the fuck out your ass, cause your ass wanna be a dumbass goofy and flip go-karts and shit, and try to do donuts in a motherfucking park or a golf cart, whatever one of them shits is.
No, we were just talking about like the bedrooms downstairs.
Why wouldn't you get my name tag?
The things we're going to be breaking down and exposing in this video are going to reveal the truth about Jack Doherty.
The stuff that he doesn't want anyone to know.
I didn't say any words. What'd I say? What'd I say?
The things that he hides from the public eye and who he really is behind the scenes.
For legal.
Oh yeah, that's when the dumbass security guard decided to punch the nigga, random ass dude, in his face for no reason. Like, your ass need to be fired, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Obviously, your ass can't control that motherfucking anger of yours. I swear, security guard punched me, bro. I'm slamming that nigga on his shit, and I'm breaking his neck or something. I don't care. And I'm gonna blame Jack for it too, cause like, yeah, should never had that dumbass nigga swing.
Purposes, everything we talk about in this video is alleged, and everyone is innocent until proven guilty.
But throughout this video, we'll be giving text messages, screenshots, and video evidence to help back up our claim. I believe is the of our generation, and it is a detrimental impact on society than we even
going on.
Are you the Bud Light genie? Yeah. What's next? Bud Light?
I actually met Jack Doherty back in 2017, right when we started popping off on YouTube. He started popping at the same time. We became friends. We actually filmed a decent amount of videos together, and we actually ended up moving in together in a house with all of us back in 2021. And for those of you guys that don't know this guy right here, this is Matthew JGL. He worked with Jack Doherty from 3 million subs all the way to 10 million subs. All those shorts that you saw Jack Doherty pop off with, he pretty much edited every single one of those, so he has a very good insight of
he know everything,
what it was like behind the scenes and how Jack really is as a person, as well as us. I would say us three maybe no.
I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with that shirt. Stop buying OnlyFans, which is facts. I ain't gonna lie. OnlyFans and Twitter is the new prostitution era. It's facts. You selling your body. And what is selling your body? Prostitution.
Know him besides his family as much as anyone else.
Not only did they live with him, but I also lived with Jack for 6 months, and I saw all the happened behind the scenes.
From the moment Nick and I moved in with Jack Doherty back in 2021, there was signs of who he was becoming and the path that he was going down, but Nick and I did not see those signs at the time.
When we were originally supposed to move into the house, there was supposed to be 5 of us. Me, Ricky, Jack Doherty, Solo Flow, and another YouTuber. Everyone moved in a month prior to me and Ricky though, because I stayed home and trained for my boxing match.
This is where we should have known there was problems, because before Nick and I even made it to the house, one of the YouTubers left specifically because of Jack Doherty, and Solo Flow and Jack were already having arguments and disagreements every single day before we even made it to the house. And the one common denominator with all of this was Jack Doherty.
The moment Jack actually got this house, I remember he invited me over, and I would go almost every day. At the time, I was filming for Jeremy Hutchins and various other YouTubers, but I would always hang out with Jack, and I would see him going back and forth with Solo Flow and just how he was as a person before they even got there. At first, me and Jack were just friends. I would always be around filming, having my camera in hand, and he loved it. I never asked for money. I never cared to do it to work for him. I even told myself I would never work with him because he's just so crazy. Then eventually, I started working with Jesser, and then I would see him less and less, and then that's when things got out of hand.
Chapter 2. Who is Jack Doherty?
I've worked with dozens of YouTubers in my life, such as Mr. Beast, Jake Paul, Jesser, and most infamously, Jack Doherty. Working with him, I got to see the crazy sides of him that no one else will ever get to see. And today, the truth comes to light, and I'm exposing it all for everyone to know.
What does he do, and why do we want to stop him? Everyone sees the lavish lifestyle, the cars, the girls, the jewelry, the clothes. He has it all when it comes to the surface. But when you actually dig deeper and see what he has to do with the lifestyle, most people wouldn't trade what they are doing for him, especially knowing that he wakes up, he pops all day, every day in order to function. And if he doesn't know how to act, he can't get out of bed. And most people will never see that side of him. They only see how good everything is. But when you actually break it down, no one around him likes him. His brother doesn't like him. Almost everyone in that house says they hate him, but when it comes to being in there, they stay because money makes the world go round. He's changed a lot of people's lives, mostly in a negative way, but some in a positive way. Also, on top of that, he's told me and Matt multiple times that he doesn't feel anything. He has no emotion for human connection.
Nigga has no emotion. No wonder. I don't even know why he still got all these brand deals.
see that clearly when it comes to his videos. He has no remorse for human dignity, respect. Just the way that he acts, it's almost like a robot and everything is for the money.
And Jack is aware due to that he has a heart of a 60-year-old, and he continues to act this way.
He will stop at nothing to make another dollar or to gain more followers, but at the end of the day, there's some things that money can't buy.
Let's break down just how he lives this lavish lifestyle. His primary main source of income is, and how he gets people there is by making these hard to watch, faked little skit videos for Instagram and TikTok. And if you're above the age of 10, you know that they're clearly fake.
How many pumps does it take to explode the world's largest prime model? And then I had to get an girl that was really good at blowing to blow it all the way up to
100. I'm so dizzy.
And she got so tired that I had to swap girls, and she took it all the way up to
200 blows.
It was getting so hard to pump, and after pumping and pumping non-stop,
it's so hard now.
But majority of his audience is younger kids. Just take a look at this video. These are fans out in public. Those are the type of kids that are watching.
See, look, you can't even get grown audiences to come see, because niggas don't want to come see you. You gotta have little kids. Like, little kids is the ones watching your content. Out here promoting OnlyFans and shit. Like, this nigga must be stopped.
These videos. He also has these girls in his videos that are all signed to his agency, and he takes a majority of their income and pays them a small salary, a small fraction of what they bring.
This nigga said $3K a month and a t-shirt, I keep the rest. Nah, nigga, you better get her all her motherfucking earnings, nigga. The fuck? And if she didn't see this text by now, and she still with the nigga, bro, she a goofy too.
Bring in. And Jack will say that these videos are geared towards older people, to try and get older people with money to spend money on him and his girls. But that's just not the case. If you take a look at the editing, the bright colors, the over-enthusiastic voiceovers, the subject matters of the videos, there's no way people above the age of 10 without thinking this is insanely cringy and just hard to watch in general.
Wolverine has been around.
Exhibit A.
How many licks does it take to finish a candy cane? Hey, you want to go on a date?
Yeah, I'd love to. Do you want to go to Chuck E. Cheese?
Uh-oh. Yeah, I'd love to.
Okay, let's go right now.
Sure. So we made it to Chuck E. Cheese, and I was so nervous, and my heart was pounding.
Not only this, but he also
that shit cringe as fuck.
Started IRL streaming with some of the most degenerate behavior I've ever seen.
Yo, just stop. Tell him stop. Oh no, yo, stop. I didn't say any curse words. What'd I say?
Just watch your language.
What'd I say?
You got a stupid shirt on over there.
Yeah. Your kids can't read, though. Your kids can't read, can they?
I'm sure your kids watch.
Get away from me. You started talking to me.
Bean told somebody their kids can't read. Like, bro, bitch, you can't read. Because obviously, you not smart enough. You got one brand deal that keep on up your ass, which is OnlyFans. Like, nigga, you was a nobody. How you go from flipping bottles and flipping markers to trying to press niggas and shit? Nigga, you would get knocked out.
Buddy. Get away. You get away from me. Watch your kids. Go walk away. McKinley, back.
He goes out, he instigates things, he starts fights, and then as soon as anything goes a little bit wrong, he hides behind his security, has his security deal with it, and then he'll talk and blame the person for getting mad or blame the person for getting flustered and say, oh yeah, well, I'm so young.
What? Little pump, what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
He used to do this all the time when me and Nick would film with him back in the day. But the thing with that is, buddy, he's growing up now. He's 20 years old. He's the same age as Nick, but he uses the same excuse time and time again that, oh, I'm just a little kid, I don't know what I'm doing. But if you know Jack Doherty and you know anything about him, you know he's a smart kid. He's a businessman. Everything he does has a reason, and the reason is to make more money. So he can't play the ignorant card of, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. If he didn't know what he was doing, I would be like, okay, bro, like, I'm here to help. Like, there's people around you that want to see you do better. But he knows exactly how he's acting, what he's doing in these situations, yet continues to do it. And he can do whatever he wants at the end of the day. This is mainly for us to be talking to the kids that are watching him, that are young, and they don't even know what they're consuming. Because you guys watching, everything you do in your life, what you listen to, what you consume, what you watch, plays a role and impacts who you are and how you grow up as a human being and as you mature from young adulthood into an actual adult. And this is mainly me talking to you guys. If you're like, oh man, I think Jack Doherty's entertaining, but I don't know, and this and this, I promise you, if you continue to watch that, it will affect you in a negative way. But ultimately, that's a decision you do. I'm just laying out all the facts and laying out what we've seen behind the scenes. It's so clear to see that all of his friends that actually used to be his friends are no longer there. His filmer, us, his editor, no one who was there a couple years ago, you're there. His filmer, us.
Bam.
His editor, no one who was there a couple years ago is around him. Even his own brother has said multiple times that he doesn't like being around him, and he gave his own brother a Tesla. People that are literally living with him right now are talking to JGL behind the scenes saying, yo, I want to get out of here. I don't like being around Doherty, but he gives us money and that's how we live, so I don't know how to get out. And I'm gonna let JGL talk more because he has all the screenshots, all the proof. And once I heard this, I was like, yo, we have to make this video and expose a light on the truth of the situation.
Jack's own brother says all the time that the only thing he thinks about is money, and he says it literally to anybody new that comes into the house. He will make it known at some point. And on my own separate occasions, everyone in the team would come to me on their own time and talk about how they hate it there, they hate working with Jack, they want to pick something else, but they have no other option, so they feel like they're stuck. Just recently, I was going back and forth with Jack on Twitter. Grace, which is one of Jack's girls, sent me a Snapchat telling me to talk about the messages that I have with McKinley. So she's literally trying to help me with my beef back and forth with Jack, and she is currently working with Jack at the moment. Even Miller, Jack's right-hand man, hits me up almost every other to get me to work for him and backstab Jack without him knowing. Now, if that doesn't tell you anything, then I don't know what will. Even Michelle would talk to me all the time about how she hates it there. There's always so much drama. She wished it could all just end, but yet they're all still there. Jack has lost all of his real friends, and everyone that's currently around him just cares about the money, the materialistic, the cars, the house, and they could care less about his addiction and how he ends up as a man.
The crazy thing about all of this is that his whole image, his whole facade is built on a series of lies. The whole castle that he's built is all lies. And it's crazy when one arrow of truth comes in, it can crumble an entire village. And that is exactly what is happening right now. You guys know so many people make videos on Jack Doherty every single day. An exposed video, a Jack Doherty must be stopped. This is the end of Jack Doherty. So many people make...
Even I did a video. And then we reacting to other people doing the video exposing this clown.
So many videos that get so many views, but Jack never responds. But just the other day, we made a podcast on our It Is What It Is channel. Click right up here if you haven't seen that. We go into even more depth than we are on this video right here. But as soon as we posted that video, Jack started panicking. He texted me, he texted Nick, he texted Matt, he even started and said, yo, you guys are so me, you don't know what you're doing. I have so much dirt on you. Like, I could expose you guys if I really wanted to. I didn't respond because I've learned over time, if you feed into Jack, he'll use it as an opportunity to get into your mind, manipulate the entire situation, gaslight you, and then make you think that you're crazy.
Facts. That's how it always is. You text them back, now they got you in a loophole. Now they can manipulate you. But if you don't text back, they have nothing to say.
After living with him, every single person that has ever worked or lived with him has said this or something along those lines. That's why everyone he's ever worked with or lived with is not with him anymore. He was begging for us to take the video down, saying all these different things like, yo, I could expose you guys. But the thing is, when you tell the truth and you keep it real, there's nothing to expose. And I know Jack is watching this right now, and the reason why he's even freaking out about this or panicking about this, the things that we say carry actual weight, not only because we actually lived with him and spent real time with him, but because everything we've ever done, we keep it real and legitimate. So when we say something, we mean it, which is the exact opposite of what Jack has done his whole career. Everything he's done, everything he's built up is a facade. It's built on lies. And when one arrow of truth comes into a castle full of lies, the whole village falls down and crumbles. And that's why everyone in the panicking, they're doing everything they can to destroy this situation. And I don't even know if Jack is going to respond to this. Whatever he does, it doesn't matter. It's not about that. He's gonna have to wake up and realize this himself. This is for any of you guys that are maybe thinking about going down the path of Jack Doherty, or I want to do this, I want to do that. Just think about the repercussions and the true cost of what you're giving up to go down that path, to give up real friendship, to give up real relationship. You watching corn or is destroying your mind, especially when you watch it from a young age. That's why it's desensitizing you to real life. Then when you talk to girls or talk to guys, whatever it is, you don't even feel like you're in real life because you've already been overstimulated, and shown everything so early. That's why there's rules and implementations in society, such as you can't have a drink till you're 21, or you can't drive until you're 16, because we know the brain takes time to develop. And the thing with this is, kids are so much more technologically savvy than their parents. So when the parents put parameters on their phones or this, kids know exactly how to bypass that. You're telling me you don't think young kids know how to go on Jack Doherty's thing, go log into the... They know what they're doing, they know how to do it, and once they're exposed to that, there's no going back. It's doing damage that we don't even see the effects on yet. It's like cigarettes back in the day. People would smoke cigarettes all the time. Young people would do it. Everyone did it, it's fine. Oh, there's nothing wrong with it. Years later, it comes out, oh my, it was damaging everyone's lungs. It was doing all this bad stuff. That's what we all believe is the same thing happening with right now as I speak. Everyone's doing it. It's becoming like a, oh, like, let them do it, it's not that bad. But we don't know the damage or the psychological effect that it can have on a child's brain until they grow up. But the thing is, it hasn't been around long enough for one of those kids to actually grow up and see how they turn out. And I think we have a prime example of what they could turn out to be in Jack Doherty. And imagine a world just full of Jack Dohertys. Personally, I don't want to be around that. I think
a world full of Jack Dohertys, that should be the worst shit. Civil War. Oh, bro. Everybody against Jack Doherty.
One Jack Doherty is enough. Honestly, it's a little too much. But I'm not even trying. I'm just trying to be serious right now. Like, I hope that he sees this and actually wakes up.
After exposing Jack on Twitter, he has went out of his way to pay people to ban me on Instagram. I'm currently banned on Instagram. I can't post about anything, but I still have my Twitter, which he has been botting with followers, hoping to get me banned. I literally had to tweet at Elon and...
This nigga's botting, bro. This nigga's weird as hell. Nigga banning niggas on Instagram and shit. Now I'm trying to get him banned on Twitter, bro. Go get a life, bro. All you gotta do is just stop making this fake ass content and stop trying to use people for money and shit. Maybe you won't get exposed, stupid ass boy.
And support on X to get these bots removed so that they wouldn't ban me and I can still have my voice. He is trying everything in his power to stop me and mute me and silence me, but he is not gonna get that.
No way.
¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué onda?
Right when I buy my oranges and shit, you wanna play play an ad. No bitch, not watching.
Like we said, we believe is the of this generation, and the content that Jack makes just shoves it down the throats of the younger generation. Like, take a look at one of these videos that he posted to his Instagram.
So how does it feel to have a sister that hasn't? My friends always ask me if it's pink, but I don't really know what they mean by that.
So today I'm gonna surprise him when he least expects it and give him.
Who the fuck was that little ass nigga? I know that ain't Jet. Man, who the fuck is Jennifer? Cause these numbers keep texting.
Friends always ask me if it's pink, but I don't really know what they mean by that.
So today I'm gonna surprise him when he least expects it and give him $1,000 and a ride in my Lamborghini. Here you go.
What the f?
Here, you can go buy some of your sister's pictures.
Jack!
The subject matter, the quick cuts, the editing, all of it is garner more attention from a younger audience. But then you take a look at the actual video, it could be something completely unrelated.
We ordered pizza and started playing video games, and I couldn't stop thinking about the Chuck E. Cheese doll. All I could do was watch my back and make sure that it didn't creep up on me.
And then he slides in promos to his or whichever girl is in the video.
While he was making content in his bathroom, I took all his crimes and started dumping them.
And same thing with this stuff that he does in the IRL streaming. The reason why he does this train wreck type of content is because people love seeing train wrecks and it goes viral. All that attention just leads and funnels into people going to the girls and just going down a path that is not good for society.
What seems to be an innocent video of him buying kids toys turns into something disgusting of him pushing his in front of the little kid. I don't know how this is a thing still, but this is disgusting.
But he's doing it in a sly and tricky way where the kids don't even know what is going on, and it's reprogramming their brains to get used to this kind of stuff so that it becomes so normal for them that it's not even weird anymore.
I'm actually thinking about it like right now, like how bad it really is. Like there really are going to be kids that are so oblivious to this, and when they see it, it's just normal for them. They're just like, oh, like all that's so normal, you know? Like for them it's so normal. For us it was like, whoa, like you do that stuff. When I was in school and like anybody would talk about that type of stuff, like it was like, oh, like look, they do that. But like now it's like a cool thing for kids, which is just like disgusting. To Jack, he thought what was covered up pictures eventually turned into the full-on thing. So when does it really end?
And I think that's exactly what is happening right in front of our eyes. People start with something small and they'll be like, oh, I'm just gonna do this. And then it slowly grows and it slowly grows, and then you need to do more. It's like you start with a little bit, and then to get that same high, you need a little bit more. And then you need.
In all honesty, Jack Doherty and Neon is in the same boat. Both of them niggas is weird. Steady trying to do shit for money and shit. Like, bro, everything not about making money, bro. I got a regular ass 9 to 5. And you know what? Just yesterday, my pay raised to 20 an hour. Like, what can a nigga say? My shit just went up $20 an hour. Like, do you not know how much that is? 2 weeks. That's $1,600. That's $1,600 every 2 weeks. Probably $1,500 if, you know what I'm saying, I clock out early. Just know it's a band every time I work. Like, you don't have to go around torturing or manipulating other people to make fucking money, my nigga. Just get a regular ass job and you'll be straight. That's the problem with these niggas, bro. They don't know how to fill out a motherfucking application for a job. That's why they don't got no real job. That's why they gotta use the internet and motherfucking OnlyFans and all this other shit. Cause all they gotta do is fill out a motherfucking email and a password and they Gucci. Like the fuck? Fill out a motherfucking real application and get a job. That's all I gotta say. Instead of doing all this lame ass goofy shit, trying to around and have your security fight all your battles and shit like a little bitch. What the fuck? I swear I do not like this nigga. I don't like his security guard. I don't like that stupid haircut of his. None of that. Especially Neon. I don't like them fat ass bifocals. I don't like that little ass military buzz cut. I don't like them scrawny ass skinny arms he got. None of that.
Need a little bit more, and then at some point either something bad happens and it wakes you up and you're like, whoa, maybe I need to take a step back, or you catch yourself while doing it. And at the end of the day, it all comes down to you. No one can force you to wake up. No one can do anything. Sometimes you have to burn your hand on the stove, but I think that everyone around him can see this happening. We're almost talking to him as friends that actually genuinely do care. I don't know how many people in his life genuinely do care, and I know he might watch this and be like, yo, you guys are just hating. People, even other people watching this might be hating. He's doing his thing, he's making money, he's doing all that. And I would say,
nah, you ain't hating, you just spilling the truth about this nigga. You know what I'm saying? The truth needed to come out. Cause this nigga just think he about to keep passing just because, oh, I'm so-called 17. Oh, I do OnlyFans. Da-da. Oh, I'm a YouTuber. Oh, I got millions of followers. Oh, I got a lot of money. Nobody gives a fuck. You know how many other YouTubers got the same shit that you do and still make more money than you, my nigga? And you think you some type of big ass celebrity because you got millions of followers? The reason why you got millions of followers is because of the people around you. If you was to film content by yourself, nobody would watch that. I already don't watch your videos because them shits is cringy as fuck and long as hell for no reason. It's just you arguing and doing a bunch of bullshit for no reason. Walking around your crib and shit, like arguing with Fousey, the Island Boys and shit. I ain't even call them island boys. I'm gonna call them faggot boys. That's what they is. Niggas got caught kissing and shit. Niggas talking about, oh, it ain't gay if you kiss your own brother. Nigga, yes it is. Incest, bitch. I'm pretty sure them niggas don't know what that is.
say he is making money, he's doing his thing, but at the end of the day, there's certain things that money can't buy. But the good part about that is that you're never too far gone to come back and to love, bro. Like I'm telling you, man. And I've gone down a dark path in a different way, but there was people around me telling me, yo, you need to wake up, you need to do this. And sometimes it just takes a little bit of time, but I'm trying to speak to him as a friend and just as a brother because we've known each other since we were.
I joined the Old Spice hair rescue crew really to make a difference. I look around and see guys like this with flat, dry, dull.
We were little kids growing up. I've seen him, and even at the start of knowing him, he had a little inclinations and little things where he disrespect people and this and that, but it has just snowballed into this massive thing where it's only a matter of time before either he wakes up or something or someone wakes him up.
I was there the first day that Jack created the account for Zach and Natalie, and I remember that night telling him that that money is the devil's money, and he couldn't admit it.
Not to compare the two, but Jake Paul back in the day was going down a path that people could see from the outside could lead to a bad outcome. And even Jake Paul recently was on the podcast with George Janko, and he pretty much said the same thing that Ricky said about Jack Doherty, that Jack Doherty, he's going down this path, but Jack Doherty's mindset towards all of this, he hears it and he just hears it, not taking it as love, that people want to help him and protect him from going too far down the wrong path. And Jake Paul said it best. He said that even if we were all telling this right to Jack and Jack was right in front of us, he probably wouldn't listen. So I don't know what it's gonna take for Jack to realize, but we hope that he's hearing this.
How I see it is that there's always hope until you're dead. I feel like it'd be a really cool story to see Jack's whole life go the way it did, just for him to start doing things for a good cause and change his ways and be the example of it's never too late. Like no matter how far you feel you are, how dirty you are, how stuck you are, always hope until you're dead. And that's how I feel, really. Like, even though me and him have had our beef, like, I would like to one day say that
This is how I feel about this whole situation. The nigga Jack, he probably gonna hear this. He probably gonna try to make a skit of him doing something good, finally, and then go back to his old ways. That's how it is. I already know this. I'm already 10 steps ahead. I'm already knowing what his next move is. Like, bro, he's gonna manipulate y'all. He's gonna use y'all information, and he gonna go against it and try to do something nice for the community or some shit. Probably throw some money to a school or something, and then motherfucking go back to his old ways and look, see, I changed. Like, nigga, you're still the same person. Like, the fuck?
he could be my friend again for the right reasons. Our beef, like, I would like to one day say that he could be my friend again for the right reasons.
Now it's time to get into the proof and the real life examples and interactions that we've had with Jack that really shine a light on who he is as a person. And to start it off, this is something that rubbed all of us the wrong way when we all lived together, is we would go to the grocery store and Jack would literally just shoplift. He would just open a box of food, eat it, and then leave the open empty box just on the shelf, on the counter.
Have all this money, but you want to shoplift and eat inside the store. Like, who the fuck do you think you is, bruh? Your ass would go to jail, fool.
For some worker to clean up, and we would sit down and try to have talks with him and be like, yo, just pay for it, bro. You make enough money, we're all enough well off to be able to pay for our groceries, we're blessed enough to be able to even buy food. But whenever we talked to him, it couldn't get through to his head. He would just be like, whatever, bro, like, I can do what I want, I do whatever I want whenever I want. And every time we go to the grocery store, he'd open food, eat it, throw it, just leave it, hide it behind some other boxes. And he would do this like pretty much every single time.
And let's say he had like 5 things he was checking out. Well, it would be a whole full grocery cart, and he would only scan one of the items out of the 5, and then he'd go to the next thing, one of them out of the 5, the next thing, one of them out of the 5, and just full on scamming these companies. And his excuse is that everyone else does it, but he's rich. So I never understood it.
And just because everyone else does something doesn't make it right. And this might come across as, yo, we're snitching, we're doing this, but we're just trying to show you guys like who he is as a person. There's people that work hard, like regular jobs, grind their butts off every single day, and then go to the grocery store and actually pay for items. And sure, it might be a big company or whatever, but that doesn't make it right.
And literally there has been so many times where Jack does something and someone will get a little bit upset and Jack will just be like, no dude, everything's all good, it's okay bro, like just calm down. But then if the roles get reversed, Jack starts whining, starts complaining, starts getting all pissy. And one of these examples that I can remember straight off the top of my head is when me and Ricky first moved to LA to move in the house together with Jack. The was a big thing, and I decided to do the. I'm literally going up the. I have the camera in hand, and I'm just kind of testing it out, and then out of nowhere, Jack pushes me right off the crates. I almost break the $3,000 camera that I'm holding in my hand. I have bruises all over my arms and body. I literally tell Jack, I'm like, yo, when you go, I'm gonna push you off. And then Jack goes, and of course I had to push him off, and then Jack falls, he gets a little bit hurt, and then he starts whining and complaining the rest of the day like, dude, I can't believe you would do that. Like, bro, like, dude, I only pushed you off the second step, bro. Like, how could you do that, bro? And it's like, the same thing I think is gonna happen if he keeps going down this path. Like, that was just me pushing him off the crates, you know, not even that crazy. But if Jack keeps on doing what he's doing, going out in public, messing with people like this, someone is going to do something far worse if he doesn't chill out and realize what he's doing.
Yeah. Somebody gonna be a villain today, you know what I'm saying?
And another point to that is, I remember after we did that, he was whining and crying the whole day that you did that to him, even though he did the same exact thing you. And when he did it to Nick, he was laughing about it, and Nick was like kind of hurt, and he was cut up and bruised. And Jack was like, bro, it's no big deal, just get over it, bro. He is a master manipulator, and
there we go, master manipulator.
The most insane gaslighter that I've ever seen or witnessed in my entire life. I've literally witnessed him talk to, and they both think that they're going crazy because they're like, wait, maybe I am being mean to him. But dude, I'm telling you, he knows everything he's doing and everything he's saying is for a reason. And if you do something to him, he'll make you feel bad for it. But if he does something to you, he'll be like, yo, bro, no big deal, bro. It's like, it's nothing. And I know you have a lot of examples about that, especially when it comes to the girls that he deals with and how he takes advantage of them.
I've had girls talk to me about wanting to change their contract that they have with Jack and saying that they want more money, they want it to be more fair. And then when they have this talk with Jack, I don't know how he's so good at manipulating their mind to the point where the rate stays the same, nothing changes, and he has the girl thinking, I don't want to get kicked out, let me start working harder, let me start putting in more work. And it turned in from her wanting it to be more fair to her feeling like it's her fault. He's really good at this. He does this with almost everyone, even me, and it's unfair to these girls.
And the reason why we're even trying to talk about this and spread awareness about this is because if he has no problem promoting all of this degeneracy and all this stuff that he's doing, there should be someone taking the exact stand on the opposite side for the good. Because at the end of the day, if he just does this and everyone lets it blow by, it's going to consume the world, and the youth will be inspired by it. Just like when Steph Curry started shooting deep three-pointers. As soon as Steph Curry entered the NBA, boom, started shooting three-pointers. You go to the local park, every kid started shooting threes. It's going to be the same thing. If we glorify this lifestyle, if we applaud this behavior and reward this behavior and say, oh, here's everything you ever wanted, there's going to be kids that want to do the exact same thing that Jack Doherty is doing. They're going to mimic his style and try to live the exact same way that he's living. So we're trying to be on the other side saying, yo, you don't need to live like that. You don't need to give up everything in order to live the way he's living and honestly end up not even happy yourself. Because I don't want to see a bunch of little Jack Dohertys running around the world.
If you're a kid watching this and the content that Jack Doherty has made has affected you, I'm here to tell you that you can take a step in the right direction. If you need a friend to keep you accountable or a family member to change your ways to go back in the right direction, I would say start today. Don't let this linger in your life for you. It's not good for you now, and it won't be good for you in the future. This stuff
following down the Jack Doherty's path will only get you in trouble. Look where it got Neon. Neon got banned from the UFC. Can't never go back to a UFC arena. All because he wanted to square up with Donald Trump and shit. Like, bro, who the fuck do you think you is? Squaring up with Donald Trump. Like, nigga. Nigga will goddamn call up some troops and handle your little scrawny ass.
Stuff can cause generational damage.
So whether it's Jack Doherty or any other type of content that you're watching online, we highly recommend just taking a step back, being aware of what you're watching and how that can affect your life and your brain chemistry in the long run.
What you consume, what you watch, what you listen to affect and plays such a massive role into the person that you become. So I pray that everyone out there thinks a little bit about what they're like food. If you eat bad food, you're going to be unhealthy. If you eat healthy food, you're going to be healthy. It's the same thing with what you watch, so just be careful about that. And if you are feeling strongly about this message and you want to support a good cause, we have these shirts linked in the top of the description. It says stop buying, and a portion of the proceeds go to support men's mental health. At the end of the day, that's why we're making this video, for the young men that do want to better themselves. Young men that see themselves maybe going down a path and say, yo, not today, I'm gonna end that, and I'm gonna be the change in myself so that I can change my friends around me and change my family, and who knows, the people that you could inspire. And maybe 10,000 people watch this video, maybe 100 100,000 people watch this video, maybe 1 million people watch this video, but even if just one person, one of you guys out there changes their ways, then this video did its job.
Ooh, that's the end of that video. Kids again, stand up. Yes sir, game. Cause the Lord ain't my age. You know what we do after every video. This ain't nothing new. Yo. Yo.